So what does that mean for ourselves? So what does market in the gap mean for ourselves? So this is the inspiration for the name of this talk. And this is how I think every single person should feel when they think about themselves. When I look at myself in the mirror, I see a unicorn, a badass unicorn. And a badass unicorn is somebody that knows what their market in the gap is. It's somebody that understands why they are special and shine, why they are unique, how they add value. Because when you know that, what greater gift can there be? If knowledge is power, really, what greater gift can there be than knowing yourself and knowing what you're good at and knowing how you add value? Because when you know that thing, you can do that thing more often, feel more good more often, create more value more often, and the virtuous cycle carries on. So how do we know what we're really good at? So who's heard of the term in flow before? Anybody? Okay, we've got about 10%. So the best way to describe in flow, I think, is when you're in the zone. You know, like you describe a basketball player or somebody that had man in the match in a football team. Everyone understanding that analogy? So that is like you being in flow. When you're in flow, you are the man of the match of whatever you are doing. You are smashing it. You can't tear your eyes away from the computer. You forgot about lunch. You are just in your element. You are shining. You are glowing. So when you think about when you're in flow, those are the moments that I want you to be thinking about. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, well, I don't know when I'm shining. The best way to find out when you're in flow is to ask someone. Ask your colleagues. Ask your boss. Ask your friends. If you're not sure, then ask people around you about when they think you are doing your best work and being your best self. And the other way to think about it is, when are you happy? When do you feel good? When are you bouncing? When are you full of energy? Because typically, that is when you'll be being your best self. So I would suggest that anybody wanting to be a badass unicorn, anyone wanting to grow as big as they can possibly be, figure out what the hell you're good at. Because once you do, everything really, really changes.